when do we start putting the blame, the lack of this domestic success on the players?
If we are to deal with things at Sundowns, and if you don't address those player issues for Sundowns, the ones that go the background, the ones that are the group, we will have such seasons, season after season, season after season. We will never get the trophies that we should be getting at the end of the season. They need to be honest, those players, when they step on the field. And if we don't hold players accountable and only hold coaches accountable, we will never be able to rid the team of players who don't want to show up when it needs to be shown. The big players must show up at the end of the season. When it matters, qualifying, they need to show up. I got to give big players. Get the favorites are on. So not favorites, they need to show up. We cannot have a favorite who 1, 2, and 3, and 4. How? Come final. That player earlier without him we won. Let him be there. Let him take us over the edge. Because if you don't do that, we're always gonna be falling short come end of the season.
A few moments later.
That's a long wait. Now sends Robin Williams the wrong way. They've done it again. They've done it again. Orlando Pirates have come here and inflicted the pain.
Greetings, Masanawana. We are back with another installment, the Yellow Corner, bring you the preview, our game against Kaizer Chiefs in the Betway Premiership on Wednesday, 7:30 at Soccer City or FNB Stadium. Not sure if this is going to be a long rant or a preview of the match. I'm joined by a member of the Yellow Corner, Pulane, to bring you this preview.
Keshap Tabiso and Ashapu Rampage.
I can't give up here, Joe. Can't give up here. Yeah, no, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Before we go into the preview, we obviously have to start on our previous game, a game that we lost against Orlando Pirates. Now this thing, guys, you already had team modi penalty and they lose the modi penalty. Get draw. Now for me, it's a loss, man. Even when we've won the penalty, I take it as a win, not what we do. And yeah, so for me, we lost on that side because we are not advancing to the final. So yeah, man. Your thoughts on our game against Orlando Pirates?
Yeah, I must just agree with you. I think maybe it's because of a human being trying to soften the blow. It's a match. If you lost the match, whether it's penalties or 90 minutes, it's part of the match. You know, we must just put things into context. The second leg final, ne? So
final, semi-final. You can only dream about final.
Hey, yeah, no, I'm very ambitious. Second leg, semi-final. So I was very frustrated and disappointed, and naturally so, because the love I have for this club. But after 24 hours or so, couple of Horobalanyana, I put a lot of things into perspective and managed my emotions properly. Like I said, one of the predictions that the preview, Kizeo, I said we're not gonna win this one. Even with that being said, it still hurts, to lose a soccer match. I'm disappointed in a couple of things. Decision making, the coach, the performance, the play, how things panned out. The loss. The loss you can take if you saw Horno. It was 100% from everyone, from the Tinkal team and the players. But at some point, I didn't think everybody showed up, including the Tinkal team on this particular day. Player selection, So there's a lot that still needs to happen for the football team, and I hope people make honorable and choices which are right for the club moving forward from your honors, because you partly can understand the frustration at the fans who went and blocked at the bus and all these angry people on social media
complaining. We were asked last season, partially by the coach, to show up. The fans have been showing up. They're seeing throughout the losses, the draw, and whatnot. And you have to do your bit, Lunez, on the field, guys. You have to do your bit. You have to show up. You have to fight. And it's all about mentality and pelo. You've got the skills. We know we've got the skills and we've got the talent. But if you guys have to show up, pelo must fight. The mind must fight. If you guys are tired and don't feel you are up to it, on match day, speak up. Don't just go into the field because you are automatically selected. Speak up, then you are sidelined, then bash up into the Lezabo Saleh Kori. Are you okay? If you're not, again, we're not out, you in, But I'm disappointed, but we have to move on. Let it be a lesson learned, a painful lesson learned, and let's focus on the game that is to follow.
As you talking, I'm listening to you, but my eyes are on the t-shirt that you are wearing. I don't know if it's a coincidence. And what's written on it, and yeah, but
No,
man.
It's intentional.
You're funny. Yeah, man, but from my side, man, very, very disappointing, man. Like it was an ISO, painful to watch. Even at 1-0, leading at halftime, we had an exchange. Not sure if I should even say it here. Leading at halftime, we were complaining about how we're playing. It was just painful to watch, and I hope I do not come across as harsh on the coach, but I think at times he's the word cowardice. Is there a word cowardice? Yeah. And our players, the Bonamen, have become very comfortable and lack consistency. To be honest, Alenda played well against Magesi second half when he came on. Saturday, he's a totally different player. Debza played so well against Pirates on Saturday, but can you comfortably say Debza in the next 2 games against Chiefs, Stelis will give you what Debza gave you? Not just him. Mkhulise, you can bring him on. Can you confidently say Mkhulise will give you what you want on Wednesday? Bo Williams, Grant, all our players, man. I think I don't know, man. They are way too comfortable, and I do not like what I'm seeing from our team as a whole, and you worry with everything that's happening. Sundowns, man, doesn't show any control. Yeah, gave me did you see the turnovers after we took the lead in that game? It was so shocking to watch. What is going on now? Like, these guys have they suddenly gone colorblind? They don't know the guys in black are not their teammates. Their teammates are the ones in the yellow. It was so shocking, man. Lena Cardoso, like I said, man, I think his approach, man, for a team like Sundowns, man, I don't think he understands or the magnitude of the team that he coaches and what we've seen. I watch Cardoso's Sundowns, and I'm taking back to a team here, Henry Michel, the late Henry Michel's Sundowns, and it was painful to watch with all those players that we had. So, yeah, I mean, Saturday's performance was really, really disappointing. Like you said, from both the aspect of technical team, players, because one day Matthews gives you the numbers. He looks like he's back to Matthews that we saw in when he first arrived at Sundowns. But the next game is like, this guy got the first game here high for Sundowns, So the players and the technical team have to take the blame, man. And speaking of Cardoso, we can't shy away from the fact that he is under pressure. We don't see the things that we saw at the end of the game if all is rosy. Will Cardoso be at the helm when we come back from the international break on the 20th of September? Because from my side, I highly doubt it. I do not see us beating Kaizer Chiefs on Wednesday and Stellenbosch over the weekend. I don't think Cardoso is getting the best out of our players, or if the players are letting him get the best out of them. I think there's something in between Mole, whether it's from the coaches front or the players front. And like I said, we've become so terrible to watch. And guys, this has nothing to do with us bowing out of the MTN 8, Last season, Sundowns was terrible to watch. Everyone who supported Sundowns for as long as they can possibly remember knows how much we pride ourselves in how we play, how much style is important to us, So, like, I watch Cardoso Sundowns and I'm like, what exactly is this guy trying to achieve? Because if we are defensively resolute, we don't give away chances, we don't concede, teams cannot get at us. You're like, okay, I can make excuses for him and say maybe he's working on that, and after that he will work on our attack. But we don't play well, we are not tight at the back, there's just nothing. So hey man, I don't think he will be here. That's my opinion. I'm not saying he should be gone or what, but when I look at it in the next 2 games, I don't think he will be here by the time we return back from the international break. Yours, Tribula?
I think these are the good opponents actually to come right now, so a decision can be made whether he stays or he goes. I, for one, I'm tired of us this thing of hiring and firing coaches. But it's at the consequence of this game being a result based game, right? Like you've uttered, I think our players are not consistent, and maybe I could be wrong. It's this thing of them being entitled. There's an entitlement there. I know to I'm going to be selected, whether I perform good or not. I know I'm going to be selected, and even if I make wayward things on the pitch, I'm not going to select it compared to the other players. I know you brought up Nkulis, you understand, and I'm not going to project him, but I would say a player like him, his lack of consistency is based on his lack of match game time. You cannot just kajeno ba o kenye ka osane ha o sa leyo ba o substitute so go distancing nini o nyameletse. That's why the coach Leona, he needs to really rethink how he does things and squad selection. Yes, he wants to trim down and whatnot, but it does not even show selection how he wants to approach and which players does he want to use. Because all like exhaustion, if you are saying,
but
I don't know,
he wants to trim down the squad.
He spoke about exhaustion not being physically but being a mental
something.
Yeah, but it confused me. Okay, if you are saying then why didn't you use the ones that were not heavily participant go Club World Cup? I mean, you have Mkulis, you've got this boy Khumule Mokekana. Why also use a bona or no sparring lyric use a bona, then I'll bring in the other one second half. Because if you let's accuse exhaustion, you cannot feel the same players that you are complaining about. And if bona batho about performing on that, like really, I keep watching but he lost the ball so many times during game. But the guy finished the entire game. And Upi's more fielding, that's one thing that he does very well. Upi's, he will run from pillar to post, aside anything, goal advantage. I mean, I watched the Bayern game Friday. Nights I'm Kimmich during that game. He struggled. And if I told you that it was defensive, then rather to send the number going forward, creating more chances, being a threat to Pirates going forward. Because you cannot just occupy that space for Ntwesi or Mji. There's a high turnover. So the players need to account. The players need to take this badge seriously. The minute they step onto the field, they need to take their job seriously. But it's the same thing I said. Everybody got the club needs to take out accountability. And right now, I'll tell you, we are suffering the consequences of hiring and firing coaches loosely. This is, and I call it done. Yes, he left, but the treatment and whatever happened, this is the combination of everything. Yes, we summit and whatnot, but the combination of everything that happened after that, this is the result that day. And Lady players coach if there's a high level of lack of discipline for the club of those players. High level of lack of discipline. And when one coach tried to discipline, Neseba protect your bare coach with a defensive structure. But look go etsagalang a ka ba re dlala ping pong bona ka the current coach wetsa a re tsebe gore go tladiwa eng re ile go tla World Cup re bone ba dlala piano shusha we come back
because they played like that, Debza, because guys were trying to get contracts. They are there. It's the bigger stage. They know they need to play, you know, and they played so well because the eyes of the world, the media coverage that they were getting, man, everywhere you went on social media, it was sundown. Now it's back to regular programming and nonsense that draws that were shown last season, man.
That's why you will see batho ba abasatla chiming and ba re bana le issues the contract. Why nasa Julie before the Club World Cup? Because nansa ze what 12 months ha why all these contractual issues the Club World Cup? But nonetheless, let this not be a rant, be a preview about
you haven't answered my question. Will Cardoso be here, yes or no?
Knowing our management, he will be here after the FIFA break. Knowing our management, he will be here after the FIFA break. And remember, I say, this thing. Why is it working? If then out. But because Garba is an SD, maybe not. Liana SDO Liana. If Caruso Tamalena ask Katamasan Caruso Bell, ask if are cleaning the whole space because it's hard to fire players and push it. If we could, I would say let go of other players because Libo Rono Nije, they're very casual. Libo Grande by the city for Mahopa the first league. Rono Tamila Blima Alen the Club World Cup Arcana in Kora and Napasa opponent. Karaki the merchants that they assist these days. You understand? And I don't Chicago Grant, but hey, Libo Cupido Libo cause Baba Chica Ronway. But the others, Chumiza High, by Libonaco's passport, he treats them differently. There is a serious level of lack of discipline and commitment that we are seeing from the play. The only player Kiko Iguelan right now, I think the two, Peter, Le Zuko. I'm quite happy. The young boys, I'm not going to count them because they are not effective right now. Those two, I'm quite happy about. With the exception of Bao Lubasajala. But those two, I'm quite happy. Zuko, I'm quite happy with how he's been playing. In all honesty, I'll defend that guy right now. You understand? Peter, he's a soldier. Yes, Nikita my Naka preview, right? But I'm happy that if he's here and he's showing commitment and he's fighting for the team, that's where I will end this rant.
Yeah, no comment on the sporting director. We were told to push the agenda. You know, the thing that I like is that people want you to go by what they know and what you know. It can be into. We can both have. We can't have all have the same information. The information that I know might differ to yours, but why should I be the one pushing agenda? Because the information that you know differs from mine. So no comment, guy. Sporting director. Let's get into our game against Kaizer Chiefs, man. High flying Kaizer Chiefs. 3 out of 3, 9 points in their first 3 games, man. How confident will they be coming into this game, ne? And how damaging is that loss against Pirates for Ona going into this game?
3 games. They've been clinical. Yes, their performance is questionable here and there. You know, they still have worked a lot of stuff to work on. They are beatable. That's one thing I can tell you, right? But they are riding on high confidence level right now. Mentally, they look like they are hungry and support base bona ba tlatsa and Chiefs is one of the Pirates. But like a hyper support. If support they will fly. You understand? And they are trying to redeem themselves, rightfully so. I mean, I think momentum by from the Nedbank Cup win. But like so they are on a winning streak. You understand? And this will do good for them coming up against us, who seem to be all over the place right now. We are all over the place. We haven't settled down. And with the damage that happened, I think it's on certain players, it will do them a lot of harm. Our players, right? coming into this game. They will question themselves more so because bakubiwe nakoba ba opela Lisabon. Number two, what happened with the past? That you cannot ignore as a human being. It will stay with you. Even the coach, it will stay with you guys. You understand? So I think he really, really, really needs to. I'm not saying for Abafile, but he really needs to rethink his 18 match squad man for that day. If he wants to come out there with at least a point, not even a win, at least a point out of this game, he needs to really think. Oh, I'm not even confident or that one, but we'll get to that one. But I'm saying for the coach's sake, he needs to go there and fight for the point and show and have players on the pitch that will perform. Because some players want to be there on the pitch and want to fight, but are you putting them in at the expense of the favorites or those who feel that they're entitled? Loud mouths could go change room that you can't control. That's if it's your selection as a coach or selection or use these players. That will never know.
Yeah, no, he came guns blazing for this one. Eh? Yeah, no. Well, I think Chiefs will be very, very confident. What you mentioned there, the drive from the supporters will definitely push them. And I think Nabi will tell them, you need a quick start. You need to put pressure on them, like force them into mistakes, get that early goal, and the fans rally behind you, like, and shake them. They are not at their best, in terms of performance, even maybe mentally, because of what has happened, like you alluded, So they know that we can be good at, and they will use that going into this game, And they know that a win against us, man, their confidence will skyrocket, man, because now they will think, okay, this might be it, this might be the season, because their fans will definitely drive them. For us, man, like you said, I think it might be that loss might be damaging, but it's upon the players to decide whether they feel sorry for themselves and throw a pity party and give a lackluster performance. So it will be interesting to this game will tell us a lot about the mental state of our players. And can they rise from what happened during that game, what happened, the things that happened after the game, and even on their way to the team bus, So a lot, we learn a lot when it comes to our players from this game, man. Why are we not going all out for Cassius Mailula? Because for me, it makes zero sense. Like I'm so perplexed, Carl. We are not going all out of our way to secure signature Cassius, whether it be loan or loan with obligation, but for him to be registered as a Sundowns player this season 25-26, because one, Keleto is definitely available. He knows and understands the culture of the club and knows the league, and Sundowns is screaming for a player of Keleto, not Keleto, man, of Cassius's caliber, So I just don't understand why we're not going all out to get Cassius Mailula. Your thoughts?
It's very questionable, you understand, but how things have been done there, obviously, I was brought to understand SD, brings players through in terms of his responsibility. You understand? He's the one who's assigned to bring in players to suggest to the coach, okay, this is how the club should be playing, and these are the type of profile. So it could be maybe a fit profile, yeah, what the SD envisions for the club. But I think in terms of technical ability, and clinical, Cassius is probably second to none to what we have right now. You understand? I would put Lewu after him, actually. Yes, Lewu is a strong and structured and whatnot, right? And he will give you a different element to Cassius. But in terms of what Cassius has shown us when he was here, right? I think he's second to none, and he's a type of player that would help, you understand, in a lot of phases, that at the type of game that we think we should be playing, compared to what probably the SD thinks how Sundowns should be playing according to the SD. I'm obviously Lynn, I'm quite confused as to why, because he was here in Hukwezwe, and now he's being linked to clubs and we need such a player. We need such a player. You understand? The same way Norma Kelezo. I think Kelezo for level assistance, those are the players that you need. But
Thank you.
hey,
I made a mistake,
we are
but
we are on the-
he's
we are
still a need.
outside.
I'll take him.
Kelezo, for the mere fact that Brazilian was and he's the type of player that you need not to replace that guy, but to give you the assist. Because right now we lack creativity, whether it's set PC or key during match, during the game, somebody who will find a player, somebody who can actually minus eliminate, of which I think that's one thing they had signed that boy who went back to Portugal for. Somebody who can on the wing actually eliminate, come inside, take a shot, create, be creative. Because right now we are stifled for creativity. In all honesty, we are stifled for creativity in that team.
Football, and we can't shy away from that. But yeah, man, we've been going on for a while now. What do you expect from this game, Yaronale Makosi, on Wednesday?
Amakosi amahle. They've been playing formation 4-2-3-1, or badlale 4-4-2. So it will depend on if uba tluqala ka Celeli, kimang that guy o tswang ko Stellenbosch o maka o ba defender o scoranyana Mthetho if ba tluqala ka bona ne, then that will tell you gore no le yena the coach o tshogile ha sure ha confident ka team ya gae. If you call two defensive players, then you know Jorliana is just all over. Then it's for us to wake up. These people are holding back. So we need to push hard, because if they're gonna play those two, then we need to press them higher, of which we haven't done pressing in a very long time, which is very questionable, too. But we need to have players that will pose more of an attacking threat, because now they will only have 3 AO, which is Lilepo, Sirino, or Shabalala, then Lee Duba. I think Kopi, you understand? If that's the approach called that guy. But if they're not, they might like one. And of which I think if that's where we're gonna overpower them. We have an opportunity to overpower them, but one in that middle field. Because the other 3 are more of attacking minded players. And one I think they run a lot. Duba poses a threat guy energy level high. Lepo has got high energy levels, and he runs and he takes shots. Hatsabu Unkai shot. This boy, he's the one who connects the play. Busirino, you know what he brings as a quality player. He can do anything at any given time. You understand? And his quality. You understand? So that's if we don't realize formation will tell us how we need to approach the game, or the player selection. If we don't wake up to that before the game and plan accordingly in terms of how we're gonna line up Lorna and attack them, pose a threat, then we are there for the killing. They will take us from pillar to post. Yes, because I'm telling you, they run a lot. As much as they've got issues in terms of defensive issues, because I don't think so. Defensive when they're very solid, especially the wide defender players. They are not the most strongest people. We can get at those people. You understand? But it depends on us. Do we have the courage? Are we ready? Are we willing to go and rid ourselves of what happened at the previous game to take the game? Rona, in terms of what I expect from the coach, if I was the coach, I would do an overhaul. Leave the back 4 as it is and do an overhaul, and give support more so to Tebogo Mokoena. You understand? The front, the front 3, it's there for him to choose. But I would warrant a change in terms of the left hand side attack. You understand? So if we don't go there, high level of confidence and wanting to rectify what we did and put up a proper performance, I'm telling you, the best result that we're gonna get there is a draw.
Yeah, no. What has been going to game against Chiefs? Not confident that we will win. But
if there's a club that I hate losing against, it's Chiefs. I can stomach a loss against Pirates anytime. You understand? I can deliver the Pirates anytime. Yeah, Chiefs. It's the pain is something else.
I think this goes for all Sundown supporters, to be honest. But from my side, man, I expect a quick and fiery start from Kaizer Chiefs, and for obvious reasons. Whereas as for Sundowns, I expect maybe a cautious and timid start to the game for obvious reasons as well. You mentioned their middle field, and I think it will be very interesting to see if he starts a middle field two, Nobo, like he did against Stellenbosch first half, or he includes Tetra, for a bit of steel in the middle of the park, because I think those two, if he starts Ngobo, they are ball players that will make the process of build up their chips be more simple, and going up the pitch, but defensively it will they'll be vulnerable, because Tetra off the ball, he will do the job. On the ball, that's where he is not so good, I think Mnyane and Tolele Cross don't go up at the same time. They always I one like this, and the other one drops into the back line. They end up looking like a back three. So try and utilize the space that will be vacated by the one who has gone up. You mentioned Dilepo, and I'm glad you also mentioned the fact that he shoots a lot. He tries to find space and shoot a lot. So we'll need to be careful of that. As well as Mfano Shabalala. I think in the game yesterday, I was so impressed by Mfano. I don't know if it was because they were men down, but how he could find pockets of space, like everywhere. For the better part of that game, it looked like he was always free, Mfano, so you do not want him to be doing that to you. And they, like you said, they are very fast, and their link up is very good going into the final third year, the opposition. Just that when they get near the box, that's when they lose it. That touch, it goes missing. And expect us to absorb the pressure, and take the sting out of their quick start, and then maybe once we've settled, hopefully, what is it when the mind kicks in? Like we remember that we are Sundowns and how we play, And I would like us to set the trap if Mthethwa starts. Force them to have Mthethwa as the first receiver, because I can guarantee you he will give the ball away, So make sure in the build-up phase, if Ngobo are in the field, when they build up, you do not give them space to receive. Force them to play through Tetra, and he will turn over possession, And I think because of their confidence and the crowd pushing them, maybe they will get emotional and not use the mind, and get emotional. I think Sundowns is there for the taking, use a lot of numbers going forward, and maybe transition might be something that we can use in this game. Your lineup, Debza?
Yes, I had thoughts running through my mind lineup for a very long time, and I don't want to dismantle the team as much as I think we due for a lot of change. I don't want to necessarily dismantle the team, more so the back line. So I'll go with it hurts me to say this. I'll go with Williams, Komrahum. Right back, I'll definitely keep Mtunyelwa. Center, I'll go with Cupido. I will just, I don't know where he is. I would have gone with Mvala, so I don't know where he is right now or what's happening.
It seems like he's gone down the pecking order, because he's not even making the squad now.
But he was playing Cup World Cup or nearly CAF Champions League final. So that's where I seriously question playing Nyakuchi. So I'll go with Grant in this instance. Then I'll stick with Lunga on the side, because I don't know where Tiwani is. That's another thing. If I knew where those players were, I would go with Tiwani, then Mvala, then Tiwani. But for the sake of who we can see that is there, being used, Itabayana Grant, then Lunga. In the middle, I'll have Debza, I'll have Blessa, and I'll have Khumulim. On the left side, unfortunately, this guy has been the only sort of spark, but we cannot rest our hopes on him. Salis. Itloba Salis. I'll go with Peter this time. I'll go with Peter, then I'll put Mapena on the right hand side, and give those guys a chance to go at it.
Yeah, no, our lineups they differ quite a lot. I'll go with Williams and Dunyelo, obviously, Cupido, right center back, Libusa, left center back, Mujiba, left back, Mukwena, Allende, Blessa, and then Sales, Morena, and Rinas. But yeah, Devon, let's have this up, man. Score prediction.
I think it's a 1-1 draw.
I also think it will be a 1-1 draw. More hope than anything for me. But yeah, man, good luck to the boys, man, and the technical team. And yeah, man, we're not saying this thing. We're not this fired up because we don't like the team. We are fired up because we actually love this team. So yeah, good luck to the boys and the technical team. And hopefully they come back home with 3 points, man. And yeah, the next preview will be on Thursday, which will be the preview of our game week 5 here, the Betway Premiership, as we travel to Athlone Stadium to take on Stellies on Saturday. Until then, sharp Masandawana, sharp Debs.
Sharp Aizo, sharp Masandawana, and good luck to the boys.